But, like, why do you come to bed to read with me if you're going to watch YouTube?
It's not just YouTube. I watch a whole bunch of different things.
He literally watched a whole thing about nuclear plants and how they... And
How
like
safe they are and how
and
they
then he's
work.
like, Alessia, look at this. Isn't it so cool? And I had no idea what I was even looking at.
You want to know the one I watched last night?
Not particularly. I mean, go ahead.
It's about how ships are disappearing off radar with their AIS and how they're illegally fishing in waters and doing illegal dark things on the high seas.
Okay, so like that thing, the submarine that went down to find the Titanic and imploded?
No.
Oh.
Hello? Is this thing on? Welcome to Books and Banter with Les and friends. Only on the Dufferin Ave Media Network.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Les, and I'm pumped to be able to introduce Books and Banter. It is a place where we're going to curl up, we're going to tune in, and we're going to talk all about books. So, as I said, I'm Les, and you can see I'm riding solo for first time in a little bit here. And I'm just going to tell you what our podcast is going to be about moving forward. So every week or every other week, we're going to have different co-hosts. We're going to keep it fresh. We're going to have new voices, new vibes, tons of new energy, and of course, new things to talk about. Each episode is going to be a little bit different, a little bit fun, and like I said, it's going to be different. I'm excited to finally share this project with you. It's been in the works for like 2 months at this point. And so without further ado, welcome to Books and Banter. I'm your host, Les. As you can tell, I've said my name 3 times. And this week, I'm joined by the lovely Benjamin, who happens to be my partner of 8 years. So this is going to be fun. He's my co-host for this episode, and I already can tell you it's going to be a really good one.
Hopefully it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Good. I mean, now I get to make fun of you on camera, and I guess people are going to see how mean I am, and that's maybe a good thing or a bad thing.
Now I get to defend myself, so.
On camera. I'm not actually that mean, I promise. But he does get to listen to me rave and rant about books. So I figured it would be fun just to have him on here. I mean, he's constantly asking me what I'm reading, and then I'll explain it, and he's like, Alessia,
it's like whoosh, right over the head.
Yeah, he's like, Alessia, why do you read these things? Like, some of them are ridiculous, but I finally convinced him to read Fourth Wing, and he finished Onyx Storm, and I also finished Onyx Storm because we did a little bit of a buddy read.
Yeah.
Except
for she went way, way, way ahead.
Well, it's not my fault that I listen to audiobooks, and I listened to it at like 1.7 speed. So, Of course, I finished it before you, and you were at what, chapter 20? And I was like...
It's at chapter 5, and you were finished the last book.
Well, oops. I feel like it's easier to say you're doing a buddy read than when you actually have to do the buddy read, because no matter how you do it, one person's always going to read it first.
But also there's just more perspective on that too, where it's like watching a Netflix show where you're trying to watch it with your partner, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're done the season, and you're not even into the season yet.
Yeah, but see, you say that as if I'm the one doing this. This is you. You will finish the entire season, and then you'll be like, oh, you wanted to watch that show? Well, we could rewatch it, or like we can go back.
Well, that's because I didn't know that you wanted to watch the show. When I know you want to watch the show, I don't go ahead.
But you don't ask. That's the difference. So, I don't even... What? We love each other. It's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
So, we're going to talk clearly about books, but I figured for our first episode, it would be a little bit fun to... I don't want to say make fun of Ben again, because like that's not fair. But we're going to talk books, and I'm going to ask him what he thinks a book is about, and we're going to go from there, because this is going to be interesting. I can tell you that much. Okay, so you're going to tell me what it's about by looking at the cover.
Okay.
And you may be very right, you may be very wrong. But I'll let you know what it is once we get there. So, the first one, The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. You just going to analyze the cover or what? Oh, don't read it.
No, I'm not reading it. I'm showing everybody else what it looks like.
The Hunting Party. So if you're watching YouTube, you will see we just zoomed right in on that cover. Okay, Benjamin, what do you think it is about?
It's about a group of friends who decide that they hate another couple people and decide to invite them out for a party. And then they take them out into the woods, and then all of a sudden these two people show up, and there's no one around, and then all of a sudden this group of friends is hunting these two people through the woods. That's what it's about.
All right, read the back out loud. Are you... Oh, yeah?
A New Year's reunion in the remote Scottish wilderness. A beautiful one, a golden couple, the volatile one, the new parents, the quiet one, the city boy, the outsider. One of these friends is a murderer, and one will take it, and one won't make it out alive.
Okay, so I'd say you're pretty close.
Pretty close.
I feel like it's more of like a, what you would call it, escape room kind of thing, where they're going to kill people off. And I haven't actually read this book. I just know that everybody really enjoyed it. So I think you're pretty dead on, honestly. Like,
pretty close.
It could...
Aside from the luring aspect.
Well, and you're not hunting people like hunting animals in the wilderness.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I think that the person that's going to get murdered is probably hunted in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. I mean, I can't attest to it. I didn't read it, so what am I supposed to do? Okay, so this one is the Martian Tales trilogy. This was a book that my dad had, and again, I've never read it. I just have it because it's more of a memorabilia kind of book. But tell me what you think, Ben. It's a very basic cover.
Martian Tales trilogy.
So clearly, there are 3 books in one.
And then I think this one's obviously centered around Mars.
What?
So then what happens is somebody comes from another world, shows up on this place on Mars, runs into this whole society that lives there, a royal society, and has to deal with all of the extra forces from outside to try and save the princess, and the warlord's the main antagonist.
What's that movie where it's the guy who goes to Mars? It's I'll think of it.
Where he's abandoned on Mars, yeah.
No, and then there's this whole society.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
And, yeah, you do.
John Carter?
John Carter. I feel like you just described John Carter.
That's kind of what came to mind, yeah.
All right. I mean, not wrong. So, combining outworldly adventures with the element of classic myth and fast-paced plots with cliff-hanging tension. The Martian Tales trilogy helped define a new literary genre emerging in early 20th century science fiction. I feel like this isn't telling me anything. It is John Carter.
Nailed it.
No, literally, listen. So, John Carter wins the affections of the Princess of Mars and the respect of the Martian warlords whom he befriends. Okay, yeah, this is literally based off the movie. So actually, the movie's based off this, but a trilogy. I only thought there was one book, but welcome to the land of the world of the book is better than the movie. Maybe
it's not exactly the movie, but it's got very much the same storyline.
Wild. How did you do that? How did you know, based on the cover, that this was John Carter?
Well, it says Princess of Mars, Gods of Mars, and the Warlords of Mars.
Well, that's cheating.
It's on the cover, so it's not cheating.
Well, oh, I didn't realize that. Well, this is the book about John Carter, I guess. Technically, I was also dead on because I was saying John Carter.
Yeah.
You just described it. Oh, this one's going to be a fun one. I actually did read this in my book club, and it was really good. It's A Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Oh, what direction am I going? I really liked it, but now you tell me what it's about before I tell you why I liked it.
I'm pretty sure you've told me about this one.
Okay, so then you shouldn't have any issues telling me what it's about.
A fun cover.
Yeah.
It's a very fun cover.
It's got blue nails.
Wow, that's what you noticed? Blue
Well,
nails.
yeah. It's got a
Not
very
the-
blue theme, blue and purple theme.
Not the tattoo or these beautiful sprayed edges that are supposed to look like water. Okay, well, tell me what it's about.
I think it's about a girl that's on a swim team.
Stop. You know this book.
I'm pretty sure you told me about it.
Okay, well, continue.
And then this bad boy comes along and she falls in love. Well, I think it's an enemies to lover book.
Okay.
She hates him and then he somehow surprises her and then they start to fall in love and they're on the same swim team.
Okay. I mean, you have parts of it correct, except he's on the swim team, she's on the diving team.
Ah.
So basically, it's an athlete romance. They both kind of have that competitive nature and that whole I don't have time for a relationship. And they essentially start an arrangement where sorry, I'm trying to read this so I can be accurate. Do you want me just to read you the back of the book?
Sure.
Okay. So Scarlett Vandermeer is swimming upstream, a junior at Stanford and a student athlete who specializes in platform diving. She prefers to keep her head down, concentrating on getting into med school and recovering from the injury that almost ended her career. She has no time for relationships, at least that's what she tells herself. Swim captain, world champion, and all-around aquatics golden boy, Lucas, thrives on discipline. It's how he wins gold medals and breaks records. Complete focus with every stroke. On the surface, Lucas and Scarlett have nothing in common until a well-guarded secret slips out and everything changes. They start an arrangement, and the pressure leading to the Olympics heat up. So does their relationship. It was supposed to be just a temporary, mutual, satisfying fling, but when staying away from Lucas becomes impossible, she realizes that her heart may be treading into dangerous water. Well, I can tell you from reading the book, it's a pretty good one because she has so much anxiety and PTSD around her injury that it really was close to ending her career. And basically they have this arrangement where he's actually helping her work through some of that PTSD as well. And then they go to the Olympics, and I won't spoil it. Like, maybe they won, maybe they didn't. Or it was like the NCAA tournament, something like that. But it is a really good read, and I haven't read a ton of Ali Hazelwood books because this is going to sound bad maybe, but the STEM romances just never called to me. And then when she released this one, I was like, yeah, no, I'll read it. And she's a phenomenal writer that just reading this book has kind of convinced me to go back and read her other books. So that must mean that it was a really good book.
You just can't wait to dive into the rest.
Haha. You think you're so funny, don't you? Okay.
I mean, you got to take it when it comes, right?
Whatever you say.
Sometimes you just got to dive right into it.
Ben, what are you doing? Stop.
Oh, sorry. Was I making a pun?
What? Just a little bit.
I'll swim away from it.
My God. My gosh. This one is a little bit of a darker romance.
Give me clues.
No, that's all I'm telling you. It is Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight.
Have a look.
Ooh. Wild.
It's got a viper and a skull, a golden skull.
Pretty metal.
Yeah. And some roses.
Yep.
And it looks like almost black marble, black and gold marble in the background.
Thank you for describing the book cover.
These
I
are all
really
clues I'm
appreciate it.
taking in to try and tell you what this book is about.
But I didn't need you to tell me the clues. I needed you to tell me what it's about.
It's about an innocent girl who somehow ends up in a situation where she doesn't know that everybody around her has bad intentions.
Okay.
And then there's a boy or a man
Okay.
who decides that she's not right for this life and then decides to protect her, and she feels she doesn't need protection.
Okay.
And then they fall in love after he saves her a bunch of times when she doesn't realize it.
Okay. I mean, anybody who has read Den of Vipers knows that this is not necessarily true. Feel free to read the back of that.
Caught between four dangerous men, one woman indulges in her hidden desires. The Vipers run this town and everyone in it. They make deals as sordid as their business, and they have no mercy. They're a mafia family with an idiot who would mess. They are a mafia family only an idiot would mess with. Of course, my estranged, abusive father did just that. Then he sold me off to them to cover his debts. Now trapped in their penthouse, they say I'm their toy to play with and discard whenever they see fit. But Vipers have no idea who they're dealing with. I intend to take advantage of the hunger in their eyes. As their scarred, blood-stained hands roam my body, I'm getting under their skin, turning their desires into an addiction they won't be able to shake. What's more, I'm indulging my own dark fantasies, ones I've never been able to satisfy until now. And then Ryder, Garrett, Kenzo, and Diesel think they're in control. They think I'm their prey, but this girl, she has fangs too.
Oh.
Hell was that?
Yeah, that's a weird one. Sex trafficking turned into something weird.
It's like a motorcycle vibe is what it gives me. Like when I looked into this book, it gave me motorcycle vibes, like the motorcycle clubs, gangs, whatever. Yeah, no. And if I'm being 100% honest, I bought this as an audiobook, and I think I got about 20% in, and then I stopped listening to it because it has 5 different points of view. And then the same author voices everyone. So I was listening, but I couldn't distinguish whose voice was who.
Mm-hmm.
And that hurt my brain. But yeah, lots of people really enjoyed Den of Vipers. It's on my list that maybe I'll read it as a book and not listen to it, but we'll see.
Got some pretty dark themes in there.
You know what? You're not wrong, but there's sometimes you just read these books and you sit here the whole time and you're like, oh my God, does this shit happen? Not to this extreme, like, I don't think, but
It's a wild world out there.
It's a story. I mean, mafia princesses, fathers who sell them. Pretty sure she owns a bar.
Then how did she get sold?
Go ask the mafia boss. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, she can own a bar and still be sold by her father, I guess. But like in my brain, when you're like, I don't know, this is just gonna take a really weird turn. That maybe I just put the stop here, but like it's interesting.
Yeah.
To think about. Okay, this one is not dark like that. I would say it's not dark in general, but we'll go with that. So, Hello, Beautiful by Anne Napolitano.
Got some interesting book art.
It's actually
Cover
very
art.
pretty.
Yeah.
I think she has a mole like I do, but on the other side. Okay, okay.
I think it's about a woman who is broken, and someone comes along and starts to paint her a new future, helping her shape where and what she wants to be, and that turns into a loving romance.
All right, all right. Actually, that's a decent description. I mean, again, I haven't read this one. This is one that my mom has read.
Yeah.
Yes. So, William Waters grew up in a house silenced by tragedy, where his parents could hardly bear to look at him, much less love him. Oh. So when he meets the spirited and ambitious Julia in their freshman year of college, it's as if his world has lit up around him. With Julia comes her family, and she has 3 sisters that are inseparable. William experiences a newfound contentment. Every moment in their house is filled with love and chaos. But then darkness from his past surfaces, jeopardizing not only Julia's carefully orchestrated plans for their future, but the sisters' unshakable devotion to one another. This results in a catastrophic family rift that changes their lives for generations. Oh, it's an exquisite homage to Louisa May Alcott's timeless classic, Little Women. And Hello Beautiful is a profoundly moving portrait of what is possible when it comes to choose to love someone, not in spite of who they are, but because of it. Oh, I understand why the cover is like that. Like, it's a profoundly moving portrait, and like, this is a portrait of some kind. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello, it's beautiful. Duh. Yeah.
So I had it backwards. It's the man that has the troubled past, and it's the girl that saves him.
Yeah, I mean, it actually sounds like it would be really good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, out of 5 books, I'd give you a 2.5. No, maybe I'll give you...
I got these 2 for sure.
That's 2.
I half this one.
0.5.
I got this one wrong,
Yes.
and I'd half this one, so I'd do 3 out of 5. Because I flipped here, and I didn't get this one totally right, but I got it pretty close.
But then I can argue that the hunting party was completely wrong, and it's half, 1, half, and half. Therefore, 2.5.
Okay.
Whatever. I'll give you 3, only because I love you.
It's the only reason. Okay.
That's totally the... So, okay, Ben, what is your favorite book series?
I'd say the Aragon series. Read it as a young kid, and I've read it multiple times. It's a deep world full of different languages. It's kind of like it's a new version of Lord of the Rings almost.
Okay, but like, isn't it a YA book?
Yeah.
Okay. You're allowed to enjoy it. I mean, was the book better than the movie?
It has very dark themes. There's wars and people dying everywhere.
Okay. Is it better than the movie?
What movie?
The Aragon movie.
The movie doesn't exist.
Is that bad?
Yes, it's terrible.
Oh.
They never did it justice.
So do you think that they should do it again? Or I don't even know how they do it again. I feel like it's like an HBO series that they could.
I think they'd have to do TV series, or just like the Lord of the Rings, really long movies.
Why? It's that like intricate?
Yeah. It's about as complicated as the Lord of the Rings. There's a whole bunch of stuff around it. There's a whole universe surrounding it, everything.
Okay. I can wholeheartedly tell you I've never read Aragon in my life.
Well, you should.
Okay, but then...
There's a love story in there.
But then if I read Aragon in the whole series, which is what, 5 books?
I'm reading The Fourth Wing.
No, you've read it. It's done.
It's not done. There's still 2 more books.
It's no longer on the table because... No, it's no longer on the table.
You can't do this.
Yes, I can.
You can't be uneven.
No. Listen here. If I were to read all 5 Aragon books,
I'll read
You-
all 5 Fourth Wing
No,
books.
that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
How does it not count?
Because we're reading those ones together.
We can read the Aragon ones together. I can reread them.
You're not even listening to the bargain I'm trying to make here.
You're trying to additionally add on more.
Well, what I'm saying.
It's a very one-sided bargain.
Okay, listen, what I'm saying. I'll read all 5 Aragon books, but you have to read 5 books that I pick.
Yeah, you picked the Fourth Wing.
Okay, that's only 3.
There's 5.
Those ones don't exist yet. They're not written. There's
Yeah.
no name for them.
When I started reading the Aragon series, they didn't all exist.
Yeah, but they all exist now.
Yeah, but what about 3 years from now when all 5 Fourth Wing exist?
Yeah, but we're not reading them 3 years from now. We're reading them currently. Do you understand?
No.
Okay, but I want you to read Quicksilver and Brimstone.
Maybe.
Well,
Depends on how they're written. I'm very particular in how my books are written, if I can read them or not.
That's fair. We've taken up this whole thing when I'm like, hey, I'm ready to go to bed to read. Ben's like, okay, I'll come to bed to read too. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. I can do this. And then the last 2 nights, he's like, yeah, I'll come to bed, watches videos on YouTube.
Gotta take a break.
But like, why do you come to bed to read with me if you're going to watch YouTube?
It's not just YouTube. I watched a whole bunch of different things.
He literally watched a whole thing about nuclear plants and how they and
How
like
safe they are and how
and
they
then he's
work.
like, Alessia, look at this. Isn't it so cool? And I had no idea what I was even looking at.
You want to know the one I watched last night?
Not particularly. I mean, go ahead.
It's about how ships are disappearing off radar with their AIS and how they're illegally fishing in waters and doing illegal dark things on the high seas.
Okay, so like that thing, the submarine that went down to find the Titanic and imploded?
No.
Oh,
No, that one they were tracking the whole time. They knew what happened.
well, it imploded. It didn't
Yeah.
explode. It imploded and there's nothing left.
Well, they found a piece of it.
A singular piece?
Yeah, they haven't found the rest yet.
Yeah, because it imploded and it doesn't exist.
No, implosion meaning it just collapses on itself.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
just
all of the
disappear in a million
molecules
pieces.
went,
No,
yeah, they're gone.
just crushed, and then these
Okay.
pieces spread out everywhere. The currents took different pieces all over the place,
Okay.
and they haven't been able to find them.
There.
Yeah.
Now.
Did you know?
Oh, God.
Did you know that China does 44% of the worldwide fishing in the deep seas?
Is there a book about this?
No,
Okay. Okay.
but most of that is centralized around countries' borders and their stuff, and they take up 44% of the fishing. And then they disappear off AIS, which is the radar, for positioning and fish illegally.
And this is why I say, if you're going to come to bed to read, please come to bed to read. Not
I watch
YouTube.
good educational stuff.
Where's the book?
I'm sure there's a book on it, but these people didn't make the book.
So let's go check out the textbook and we'll read that.
Okay,
You're supposed to say no.
find it.
Oh boy. All right. What's the next book you're reading?
I'm not sure.
I thought you
I got
told me.
I got 3 different books I'm going to read, but I don't remember the title of it.
That's true. I did buy you 2 of these 3 books.
Mhm.
And then the 3rd book is Quicksilver.
That's the 4th.
So then you have 4 books on your shelf to read.
Yes.
And Brimstone is 5, so look at this.
Brimstone.
Brimstone, it just came out. It's the 2nd Quicksilver.
You just that's part of that. But all the series aren't out, so then you're going to argue that you can't read the rest of Aragon because the rest of the other series hasn't come out.
But those are the 5 books in my 5 books. So then I can read the 5 books of Aragon and you can read the 5 books on your dresser.
Oh,
Otherwise, they're just going to get dusty. I mean,
how many books do you have unread on your shelves right now?
That's rude.
I have 5. I have 5.
That's rude.
How many do you have?
Technically, no, I don't feel like I should have to answer this. Because
She called me out.
Technically, I would argue 70% of the books on my shelf are unread.
So 70%. How many books would you say you have on your shelves? A little over maybe 1,000?
No, I don't have 1,000. I have
700?
double checked. Maybe 700. Maybe, if not a little below that.
And you've read 70%?
No, I haven't read 70%.
Ooh.
Ben, there's this thing called books. Have you ever heard of the saying? There are 3 different ways here: book buying, book reading, and I forgot the third one. Book buying and book collecting are 2 separate hobbies. And then book reading is the third. There, I got it. Those are all separate hobbies.
But you can't book collect without book buying.
I don't have a response because you're not wrong, but the act of buying a book is so satisfying,
Yes.
and collecting a certain section or a certain series of books is so satisfying.
But aren't you buying books for the content as much as you are the covers?
Yeah, but that's why I have a Kindle.
Yeah, but that would count as reading them. If you've read them digitally and you have the book, that counts as reading them.
Okay, so then I've read a lot more than I told you in the first place.
Okay, so how many of your 700 books have you, percentage-wise, read?
I don't know how
Would
to
you say
answer
like
this.
50%, 60%?
Oh, I
Let's
feel
move
like
that way.
50% is not accurate.
Less than 50% then?
No.
More?
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah. Maybe 60, under 65%.
So there's probably about 40 to 50 books you haven't read.
No, that's not. No, I didn't say that I've read 60% of my
Compared to my
books.
5.
I never said that I read 60%. I said 60% are unread.
Ooh, so that gets higher.
Yes.
So,
Ben, there's this thing called that if our house burnt down, we have to insure my books.
well, they already are. That's how house insurance.
Yes, but we have to individually insure them because there's so many of them. They're very precious belongings.
Yeah.
And I might have to just categorize and catalog them because if our house burnt down, I'm going to have to hand this list to the insurance company and say, yeah.
Don't you
all
have
of
them
these.
cataloged?
Yes, I do. But when you get new books, I tend to forget to add them to the catalog. And then I spend an entire day taking all my books off the shelf, cataloging them, putting them on the shelf, and it's very satisfying.
And I usually get drug into it.
Drugged?
Yes.
Drugged?
Yeah.
No, dragged.
Both.
You're such a liar.
I said drug into it, not drugged.
You're not wrong. You usually do the scanning part, and I like pass you the books, and I'm like, oh, I don't need this book anymore. I'll get rid of it so that I make space for this brand new book. However, I need more shelves.
We currently have...
The ones in the basement don't count.
I believe you have 5 bookshelves upstairs.
No, I have 4.
So there's the one along the closet, the corner one, so that's 2. And then 2 along the other wall, it's 4.
No,
And then
there's
one
only...
on the other side of the
Oh,
closet,
no,
5.
you're right. Dang it, you are right. I have 5 shelves upstairs.
And they're completely full. With books behind books.
Oh, God, I can't even defend myself.
It's not a slight. I'm not slighting you for it.
They're beautiful books, though. I would argue they are.
I'm glad you do find them beautiful. That's what matters.
Well, I mean, you find your belongings beautiful, so I should find mine.
I don't find a lot of my belongings beautiful. I find them useful.
And very important to you.
Yeah, some of them.
But
Not
if
all
they
of them.
burnt down in a house fire, you wouldn't be sad?
No.
Well,
You can always get
there's
new.
where we differ.
You can always get new stuff.
So you're going to buy me 700 new books with
I'm
our
not going
insurance
to.
money?
Insurance is going to, not me.
Solid. Do you think insurance will just give me the thousands of money so I can buy the books?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Thousands. That's how much. Thousands. What's 700 times 25? That's how much money insurance would have to pay me.
I think that's $10,500. I think.
After
I
this, I'm
think
gonna have
I
to
could
check
be very
if you're
wrong.
right.
That's quick math.
Yeah. So shout out to our insurance company.
$17,500.
$17,000 worth of books.
$17,500.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of money. And $25 is an average, because my Twilight edition that I just got, it has the teal and all the flowers. That book was $50.
So there's more than that. It's probably you're over 20 grand.
Probably. Probably. I'm not going to count it because that's very intimidating. And if my insurance company ever listened to this, they would probably be like, we're changing your contract. Books are not included. That would suck. But okay. We've had a good chat.
Yeah.
We've talked about books. We have bantered.
We have bantered, yeah.
Yep. I feel like that's it for today. He'll be back. We have a lot more bantering to do about a lot more bookish things. So I'm Les. That's Ben. And this was Books and Banter. See you guys next time.
See ya.
Dun-dun-dun.